All right, I'm gonna try this again. They told me this would work. I didn't believe it. Let's see. Oh, it's still not on. Someone lied to me, but that's okay, because we're gonna have a good time tonight, right?
Who needs a microphone? You got What About Ivan?
The vocal origami of What About.
My name is What About Ivan. This is Force Pro Wrestling. Now I know it's a cold night outside, but we're inside. Are you ready for the first match? Yeah! Before we get to that though, we have someone who asked to speak with all of you. The Thickness, Reid, Matthew!
Well, Matthews did lay out the open challenge. I guess he's going to come out and talk to the crowd just to let us know what's going on.
Well, yeah, and I guess it's a pretty obvious question to ask Mike, but who could possibly be his open challenge opponent? Like, we talked about it in the pre-show here, but the Thickness has gone through pretty well every pro wrestler in Alberta, through pretty well any iteration of match that he can go through. So, like we said, this is probably the first opportunity he's had in a while to almost be surprised by an opponent. And you just listen to that, man. There are so few professional wrestlers in this province that people love as much as the Thickness, Reid Matthews.
We don't have another mic, eh?
Where's the mic, you guys?
We got another mic?
We need a mic!
Welcome, Edmonton! The first Force Pro Wrestling show in this year and decade. So I thought, let's have an open challenge. Let's start off 2020 with a bang! So, anyone in the back, this is your chance to see if you're thick enough to stand in this ring with me.
Yeah!
Who is this?
That ain't music I've heard before, man.
Me neither.
And I like to think of anybody who would know pro wrestling theme music in this province. It's you and I.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta be kidding me,
Are
man.
you kidding me?
No way. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not had an opportunity to watch this man wrestle, then you are in the same boat as a lot of us.
Listen to this, crowd are up.
Right in his face, too. That, my friends, is some confidence on behalf. What is he doing?
All right, folks, he's just told me his name is Shotgun Sid Green.
Ring the bell, we are underway. Quick takeover. Thickness trying to take advantage in a hurry.
But Shotgun Sid Green equal to the task. Now, Mike, I know that those who got to see the show at the Clandestine Society know a little bit about what this guy can do, but man, it is cool to see him in a pro wrestling ring.
Well, the one thing I will say about it is the thickness killed him more than once. Let's just call a spade here.
Well, the thickness may have killed him, but get put down 8 times and stand up 9 is exactly what Shotgun Sydney did. This guy is one of the toughest SOBs that you'll find in pro wrestling, and I say that only after his appearance in the This Is Not a Cluster insert curse word here. This is just a tribute battle royale with the Clandestine Society show. This guy's got it, and you hear what the crowd has to say in response.
Well, look at this. Sid is taking control of the head here, and I'm actually really surprised here. The PWA Mayhem champion, you would think, would have a little bit easier time with somebody that hasn't had a match yet.
Well, and it's early in the match, but even look at Sydney attempting to outpower the thickness, which is something that you don't get to see often, if ever, in Alberta professional wrestling. Going straight for the thickness's strong points is something that'll really establish him as a guy who, wants to make a name for himself.
Trying to get the leg trip there, trying to get a heel hook in possibly, but the thickness just says no, kicks Sid off here. Pretty sure that the thickness is, I don't know whether he's regrouping, thinking, or...
Well, and as we mentioned off the hop, man, this is a very different kind of match than a traditional pre-announced match, if that's what you want to call it, because then you do have the time to prepare. Then you do have the time to study your opponent. With someone like Shotgun Sydney, who really has only been in the ring for a cup of coffee at this point, it is going to be very, very difficult to prepare for him from the point of the thickness. See, even again, you've got Shotgun Sydney working the arm, attempting to get a power advantage over a guy who, frankly, doesn't seem to have one, and that just proves itself right there.
Thickness taking down Sid with ease there with that slam. Oh, but look at that drop kick! European style, a clip up!
Looks even to surprise Matthews on that one, but he responds with a strong right hand of his own.
There's nothing fancy about that shot, just straight and stiff. Little separation, forearm to the back. Uh-oh, got him up a fireman's kick. Oh! Double lung blower!
I don't even know what you call that, but you call it devastating, my friend. And just the way that it sucked the life out of Sydney, because the amount of speed, the amount of tenacity that he had going into that move, you can even see 5 seconds, 10 seconds after it happens, man. Shotgun Sid is out.
I was able to get up for the, what do we got here? Trying to go for that world's strongest slam. Oh, no. There it is! Cover, oh, no!
Almost toying with him a little bit.
And a second.
Why not show it off to the crowd? Thickness.
Going for a third? Yes! Cover hooks the leg one!
And he's out.
Just a 2 count, says referee Judge Ben, sorry.
Thank you very much, Judge Ben Oman, who, as many have said, it hasn't been talked about enough on this broadcast. He's one of the premier referees out there, and it's always great to see a guy like that in the ring for someone's debut match, because, the thickness has the potential to really destroy a guy. If you've got maybe a greener referee in there, you really won't know when to call it quits.
Oh no, look out here. Sorry to interrupt here, but this is going to be...
This could be that opportunity to call it quits, Mike.
Absolutely, going for the cannonball. Oh! Sid gets out of the way!
I talk about
Hold on here. What is that look on...
Almost smiling at it.
Sid firing up here.
And the thickness having none of it.
Sid is just... Uh-oh, the shirt's coming off. Time to get serious now. Chop to the chest.
And Sydney asking him to hit him harder.
Well, the thickness more than obliged.
Let's go.
Oh, it's going to go again. Oh,
just gets the arm.
No more fingers.
Oh!
Ow! I'm sorry, just one simple word for that is ow. Oh, German suplex out of nowhere. Down for the cover one.
And just kicks out at one, but the thickness almost making a hang loose side with his middle finger and his index, the way that Sydney just broke him.
Wow. Sydney's actually taking a little bit of control here. I'm impressed.
Well, when you look at it, and obviously the thickness has the size advantage in a traditional sense. But
Oh, look out!
Oh.
Double arm DDT!
I gotta stop jinxing him like that, man, because
Plants.
every time I try
Hooks
to
the
sell
leg, 1, 2! Just a 2 count, says referee Ben once again.
Well, and anytime you try and sell the power that Sydney's got, and he does have it, the thickness just goes out of his way to shut me up, because that guy not only puts him down with the DDT, but puts him down with some authority.
Oh, look what we got. Looks like Matthews going up for that blue thunder bomb.
Shotgun Sid out of it, flips it over.
Shotgun gets out of it. Oh, there's a forearm. Takes the thickness down. And a V-trigger knee right to the face. Oh, look out. Trying to go over the top. Sydney, look. Oh, look out. Spinning clothesline. Cover 1, 2. Just a 2 count.
Well, you say just a 2 count, Mike, but early on in this match, Shotgun Sid having the thickness basically lifting him off as he's going for the cover. The fact that he's able to keep him down for 2 at this point, this early in his debut match, is impressive in and of itself.
You got the thickness reeling here. Uh-oh, looking for a bit of a tornado DDT. Oh! Reversal, 2. It looked like Shotgun Sid was going to go for a DDT there. Got reversed into a spear.
And the thickness putting him down like a toddler for nap time, man. That was lights out real quick.
Absolutely. As the thickness is going up to the top rope. Or it looks like he's going to go to the top rope.
And
Going to take a chance here. Sid looking up at the lights. He better be careful. Oh, for the frog splash, and Sid gets out of the way. This could be the opportunity Sid needs.
Well, you've got to love the way that he just baited him into that, because as soon as the thickness is in the air, that's dangerous.
Gonna try this again. Oh, drops the bottom out. Dragging thickness into the corner. Wait, what is that face on Sid? Like,
How can a guy be smiling during all of this, Mike? How can a guy
I'm sorry,
be
something ain't right up there. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Go for that coffin drop senton. Nobody home. The thickness looking to take advantage. Uh-oh, we see this. Blue Thunder Bomb! Oh!
That one ain't fun. You just see him Sydney catching the
Looks
knee.
like 1, 2. What? What?
You gotta believe it though, man, because as he's shown even in the few minutes throughout this match, in his debut,
I don't care what you say.
Wrestling,
I don't care what you say, Spencer. Nobody kicks out of that Blue Thunder Bomb. Come on now.
Sydney just did, and that's
Especially, oh wait, what the? I'm sorry. There's some screws loose here for some reason.
I mean it in the most positive way, man, but this guy's got to have some sort of death wish. Not only are you doing that in a ring, you're doing that to one of the most powerful.
Look out! Destroyer!
Say goodnight, Shotgun.
Oh no! We saw this in clandestine! Powerbomb 1, 2, 3, he gets it!
Oh,
man. A hell of a game effort here by Shotgun Sid in his debut.
Mike, I gotta be quite honest with you, man. It is so very rare that I have any doubts that the thickness Reid Matthews is leaving a match without his arm raised. And tonight was the first time in a long, long time I had that doubt. Yes, he is the thickness. Yes, he is the Mayhem champion in the Prairie Wrestling Alliance. But if you thought that Shotgun Sid didn't just perform in a hell of a pro wrestling debut, you guys are sadly mistaken. You got no taste. That was a hell of a performance from a hell of a pro wrestler, man.
Absolutely.
And that's just our first match.
But look at Sid. I'm sorry, as much as a great victory for the thickness, but Shotgun Sid is like, he's overly thrilled right now.
I say it with a lot of love in my heart, Mike, but there has got to be something that got shaken loose in that boy's head while he was wrestling that there wrestling mat. Because for anybody not only to stand up this soon after that combo blue thunder bomb from the thickness Reid Matthews, but to laugh in his face as he leaves.
And just to let you all know. Merchandise as well. Our next match of the evening is going to be a triple threat match. Your referee, Kevin Faber. Introducing first, weighing in at 205 pounds, hailing from Bangkok, Thailand, he is the Cat's Meow.
Wow, real family atmosphere here from Kato.
Well, and can you blame anybody? Because as talented as Kato is, and as often as I sing his praises personally, you can't disagree with the fact that he's made some pretty dastardly moves since coming over to Force Pro Wrestling in the ring, you know. A great pro wrestler, does he sometimes take the, I don't want to say cheating route, but does he go low when people are expecting him to go high? 100%.
And our second competitor, weighing in at 224 pounds, hailing from Talavera, Lebanon.
Now, the last time we saw this man, he was getting glass pulled out of him.
If this man hasn't earned your respect in Alberta Pro Wrestling, then again, I'm going to make my cheap plug to pick up your Clandestine Society DVD, because if you do, you'll get the opportunity to watch Sheik Akbar Shabaz, a former PWA heavyweight champion in his own right, engage in some of the most brutal in-ring actions that I've ever gotten the opportunity to see live. Don't let it fool you, man. Everybody loves him, and for good reason, but everybody should be equally terrified of the former PWA top title holder.
Absolutely. And he showed a side of him that I don't think we've ever seen coming out of that death match here. Just over 2 months ago, like the last Force Pro Wrestling show, just the tip, he took apart Kato one-on-one.
And a quick shout out for What About Ivan with the vocal origami right there. Nobody makes a pro wrestler sound as good as he does, but there are very few pro wrestlers who look as good as the Sheik does in the ring. Just listen to the crowd around here, man. It speaks for itself sometimes.
Are you ready to fly with the Spaceman? Weighing in at 215 pounds, hailing from Beri, Alberta.
Well, Grand Prairie is pretty much the stars anyway, so. Well, you got to admit, Barry Grayson had a hell of a showing up in Clandestine during that tribute match. He ended up in the Final Four, ended up getting caught in a double pin with Reid Matthews.
Barry Grayson's just had a great few months, whether it's with us, whether it's with Canadian Wrestling's Elite. Barry Grayson has taken on some of the best in the last couple of months. And you can really see it in his in-ring game, because not that he was an underdeveloped pro wrestler, but he is someone now that we can look at as an overripe pro wrestler. That guy is your proverbial top prospect. He's had the chance to develop. Picking up a big win over the thickness at the last Force Pro Wrestling show was huge. Let's see if he can continue it here tonight against two of Alberta's best.
As we get going underway.
We're just chastising the bell ringer.
Yeah. Some people were chastising the music earlier. This time we're chastising the bell ringer.
Well, and Kato chastising the crowd, as we talked about a little earlier. Maybe the guy's pulling out some of the more dastardly tricks from his playbook. We've seen it over the last 12 years here in Alberta. Now he's bringing it to Force Pro Wrestling.
Well, the biggest thing now is you got to. I think Kato needs to learn the fine book called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
A book that you and I have only ever glanced at the cover of, but I think that's a little further than the Asian Assassin's ever gotten in this.
Absolutely, and I think he's going to pay for it here, going back and forth. Sheik and Grayson going back and forth on Kato. Uh-oh. Deep scoop slam on Kato.
Now how's Grayson going to follow it up?
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Scoop slam.
Anything you can do, I can do better, I guess.
You call it poetry in motion, and I don't want to quote the Hardys on that one, but this is poetry in motion, my friend.
Oh no, oh no, wait. Sheik trying to take it off the vest. I don't know, that looks pretty dang good on the Sheik, if you ask me.
Well, and ostensibly, it is a very expensive vest. I'm just glad that Sheik Akbar Shabaz had the common courtesy for another man's garments to take them off, put them on himself, and really protect the clothes. You're there to win a match against a wrestler, but win a fashion contest, too.
Did you see the spaceman going suplex for suplex with the Sheik, and unfortunately, Kato's the unfortunate target here.
This is one of the most fun games of horse that I have ever watched, Mike.
This is one game of horse I definitely never want to be involved with.
Can say that again, especially after the vicious elbows thrown there by Grayson and Sheik Shabaz.
Now remember, it is every man for himself, but...
And it's always something you have to wonder when you're watching a match like this, whether it's two good guys going up against a bad guy, whether it's a bad guy going up against one good guy, two bad guys, excuse me, Mike, as I stumble over my words, but there is always going to be a point where somebody's going to go out for themselves. Only one man can win this match.
Hold on. What we got going here? Oh, boot to the stomach. Wait. Ooh. Vicious chop by the Sheik.
Like closing a textbook, man. One sudden soft slam.
Oh, and I think Grayson wants to... Ow! That got a little stank on it.
You know, Mike, there are sometimes I'm glad you and I are on this side of the microphone, and I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those times.
I've said it before, and I say it again. I never want to be in the ring for that exact reason.
And both of them just imposing their will, and it's impressive to me, man. You know, the Sheik, it's well known how powerful the guy is. He's been laying chops like that in since I was a small child, and that's a fact.
As you can hear the crowd here, they just want more.
And as they should, you know. And Beri Grayson proves the exact point that I was going to prove myself, my friend. People don't talk a ton about the power that Beri Grayson's got behind him, but with a chop like that, man, he ain't at a disadvantage with these two guys in there.
When it comes to Kato, I think the fact that he didn't make any friends earlier has a little bit to do with this here. Double suplex! Both men go for the cover. Well, referee's not going to allow it.
And there it is, Mike.
Here we go. We knew this was going to break down eventually. I got a feeling the alliance might be over at this point.
The mega powers are collapsing, Mike, before our very eyes.
Wow.
Now, we all know the Sheik's got the ability to turn on a friend. We all saw that, and we've seen it in the reverse with the Western Lions.
Oh, wait. Kato trying to get a cheap shot in.
But does Beri Grayson have it in him?
Both men just say no here to that interference. Oh, drop down. And a leg lariat right across the chops. And Kato, lucky for him, rolls to the outside. And I got a feeling he's going to be taking a little bit of a siesta there.
All right.
Looks like we're going to have the Spaceman and Sheik Shabaz going one-on-one.
Bringing wrestling back into the gentleman's sport that it always should have been, and as I say so often, Mike, and it's my second match on commentary, I got to stop jinxing it.
Off the ropes, missed the clothesline. Going over the top. Oh, look out! Head scissors takedown there by Grayson.
It almost looked like at the end there he was trying to transition it into a bit of a submission, but the Sheik just got out of there and was able to slip his way through.
Absolutely. Oh, went to the top rope but got caught. Sheik's got grip. Oh, look out! Look at the power! Picks Grayson up like a sack of potatoes. Cover 1, 2.
And only 2 from referee Kevin Bader.
Kevin doing a hell of a job in there right now. But Beri Grayson's got to find some way to get back to his feet. Oh, here we go.
Another scoop slam.
Unfortunately, it's unplugged. Sorry. Cover 1, 2. Sorry, getting a little distracted here at ringside, but
it's a rowdy environment, and I do think that Force Pro does a good job of bringing that to professional wrestling. You've got to have a bit of a loose vibe, and even for me personally, Mike, it's nice to be able to talk to
oh, look out! Oh, knee to the face, kick to the stomach. What's Grayson up to now? Boot upside the head. Going across the ropes. Oh, there's Kato.
Said it before and I'll say it again, Mike. Kato.
Oh! Into the stairs!
As I was saying, Mike, Kato is one of the most opportunistic professional wrestlers in the province, and you see it there. Beri Grayson starts to get on a bit of a roll, and Kato just picks his spot perfectly, eliminates Beri Grayson, and makes his way for Sheik Shabaz.
And the fingers right down the back of Shabaz here. Well, you know that's not going to feel good, especially after all the glass that got pulled out his back last month. Off the ropes. Big spine buster! Cover! 1, 2. No! Oh, only a 2 count.
Excuse my language again, Mike. I'm learning on this commentary end.
You got a 3 strikes rule, my friend. We might have to send you to the back for some training here if this keeps up.
Might have to replace that bell ringer.
Well, I'm sure we can find something to go. Never mind. That's a Thaddeus comment, not one for me.
Hey, man, the 18-plus show is coming up later this month, but for now, let's keep her PG.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for Kato here, Sheik's going up to the top, looking to finish things off completely. Oh, wait. Veteran maneuver by Kato. Shoves the referee into the ropes.
One man's dirty is another man's opportunistic, and I said it only a couple of minutes ago that Kato is likely the most opportunistic professional wrestler in this province. He had the chance to get Kevin Bader on the ropes.
And look at the rocket launcher there.
You see the results, man. Sometimes you got to take your shot, even when it's maybe on the wrong side of the tracks.
Kato coming in, getting the cover now. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, a little bit too late getting on that cover after taking Sheik down. Oh, look at this, the Cobra clutch. He's got that in deep. Referee Faber checking on the Sheik here, making sure he can still breathe.
And Kato just puts him down. Takes out Beri.
Oh!
My!
Grayson just ate some stairs there. Or ate some chairs behind you.
Just think a fan paid extra to sit in that front row and get the real wrestler fan experience.
I guess that's one way you can put it.
Well, you got to look at the positives.
Oh, look how Kato going up. Textbook Kato here with the splash. What's he got in mind now? Beautiful cover here by Kato. Trapping those legs. Rather unconventional, but...
Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen that before, but Kato is a very smart pro wrestler. He's got over a decade in professional wrestling, in-ring experience. The fact that he hasn't pulled that out more often, which is obviously, the Sheik kicks out, but it's a dangerous pinning combination. It's a unique pin. Maybe you do sneak that through a couple of times.
Absolutely.
And puts him down again.
Once again, he's just trying to keep Sheik Akbar Shabaz on the mat. And a stopover. Cover 1, 2.
And maybe a sense of overconfidence on Kato's part. Maybe if he doesn't step over the Sheik there, he is able to keep him down for a 3. Let's not forget, like you mentioned off the hot mic, the Sheik is the guy who beat Kato last month in singles action. Kato's obviously
look
not
at Spaceman coming back up. Getting caught.
doing an excellent job keeping the spaceman at bay.
Now the fingers down the back of the spaceman. Oh,
and dabbing on a woman in the front row before doing
oh! The heck with a dab. Talk about the face first in the post.
And chanting for flat earth. If you want to really take out Beri Grayson's body and his heart, that's how you do it.
Absolutely. You see Kato getting back in the ring, seeing opportunity. Face first into the canvas.
It's rare you see Sheik Shabaz take as much punishment as he just has. We talked about the death match last month, and that may be the only other time you've really seen it. Kato not only just putting the Sheik down for the count a couple of times, but putting him down with some authority and relative ease.
As Kato's going up to the top. He feels perfectly comfortable. Going for that diving elbow, but Sheik managed to get out of the way.
Well, and you wonder with the arm like that, man, you've got to obviously lose a bit of mobility. I mean, that goes without saying. The kind of offense that he's been working, just throwing and putting the Sheik down over and over. If he loses that power advantage over the Sheik, he's lost a lot.
Referee Faber going through his 10 count, even though it's a triple threat. Well, we're going to have to get working on that with the judge here coming in here. He's in charge of this stuff. Firing shots here. Kato and oh, look out for Grayson! Double cross body!
And you can keep Beri Grayson contained, but you cannot keep him down, evidently. He's been on the outside of the ring for the majority of the last 10 minutes.
Grayson's setting up here. Coming across. Beri Grayson, a house of fire. Just going from pillar to post. How you like the T-bones there?
Well, that was well done, my friend. Steak puns.
Look out! Into the knee. Oh no, good night, nurse. Shining Wizard.
And even now.
That should be enough for a cover, but what is Grayson? Oh, he's trying to isolate Shabaz. Smart move actually by Grayson, you know.
And working the back, obviously getting an opportunity to not get into the ring over the last little bit, but obviously watch what Kato was doing, taking over the back of Sheik Shabaz, and that's a theme that Beri Grayson has continued.
Oh, when it comes to Grayson here, he knows that he's got to take care of both men here. Hesitation drop kick.
Lining Kato up for a second as well, but...
Oh! Fake the stomach and go straight for the... Uh-oh, look out! Well, that kick was good.
Just a vicious boot. And I wondered at the onset of this match, could Beri Grayson be as vicious as Sheik Shabaz, be as vicious as Kato? Let's find out.
Grayson up to the top rope. Measuring. He calls that the meteor shower. Cover 1, 2. Whoa! 2 in 99/100ths there. Sheik managed to get in and break it up at the very last second. Oh, look out. What do we got? Senton bomb in the middle of the ring. Kato's out of it. Sheik hooks the leg. 1, 2. No!
Only 2 again. Now, I know
Sheik should be in complete control here now. Just got to find some way to finish off Beri Grayson. Oh! Jacks the jaw. And Sheik just receipts with a boot to the face. Nothing fancy.
Setting him up for a German
Release
suplex.
German suplex into the blockbuster. Kato with a cover. 1, 2. No!
2.999. Now, we know that Sheik Shabaz and Kato trained together, whether that was
look
intentional
out!
or not. Man, they
Got
are
him up!
as a team.
Burning hammer! Spikes Kato! Cover! Referee not watching! Cover 1, 2! Referee Kevin distracted by Grayson. What is going on here?
Now, Sheik Shabaz pretty well picked up a 30 count at that point, and you can't fault referee Kevin Faber for that, but at the same time, you can wag a finger. Yes, Beri Grayson's tough. Yes, Beri Grayson's okay. Let's get back to the action because Sheik Shabaz with a very clear victory as far as that one went.
Well, Sheik's got to find another gear. He's got to find something else to take out Kato now. Spaceman's out of the ring. Sheik going up to the second rope. What do we got here? Go for a superplex. Kato blocks. Got to block with dear life here. Sends Sheik crashing to the mat. Oh, look at Grayson. Lion salt with a little spin on it.
Kato able to respond though, but Beri Grayson not backing down.
Well, look out! Space shuttle! Cover 1, 2, 3, gets him!
Man. Spaceman Beri Grayson picking up his second straight win in Force Pro Wrestling and using that same space shuttle.
Sorry, Ivan Garrett, got to give him his creds here.
You know,
Beri Grayson with the victory, taking advantage of a good situation. Sheik Shabaz was down, and Beri Grayson hits that space shuttle off the top rope onto Kato.
And it is deadly dangerous, man. As I was mentioning before I rudely interrupted, what about Ivan? The second match in a row in Force Pro Wrestling that he's won utilizing that maneuver. He took down the thickness late November, excuse me. He's now taken down Kato and by default Sheik Shabaz. Beri Grayson's really starting to make a name for himself, obviously across Alberta, but especially here in Force Pro Wrestling.
Zoe looks like she's got a little bit extra confidence in her now compared to what she had prior to her match with Nicole Matthews last month.
I completely agree, man, and it's just a case of the best get better as they go on. Facing off with Nicole Matthews was very obviously a monumental match for her. As you mentioned, recently taking on Kylie Morgan with PWA for the PWA Women's Championship. A dominant, successful defense in that match. She's really looked like a different animal with the same beast since taking on the Shimmer Taker.
Force Pro Wrestling head office.
This is a rather interesting music to go with. Well, there she is. Taryn from accounting making her debut here.
Gotta love her, man. Recently, obviously, training with Michael Richard Blais here at the Force Pro Wrestling Training Facility and has the... Sorry, go ahead.
Here's the problem I got. How did Taryn get a job at the Force Pro Wrestling head office when I applied for that job first?
Mike, sometimes it's all about who you know. Sometimes, Mike, it's all about who you know, not what you know. And that's not saying that Taryn from accounting doesn't know how to handle the books, but she can get her handled in the squared circle as well.
As we are ready to go here. Referee checking, making sure everything's clean here. I am really looking forward to this matchup.
You got this, girl.
And there's the bell, we are underway.
Bell ringer getting much better at his job.
Absolutely. Now, you've seen Taryn from accounting in the ring as well as Zoe Sager. What does Taryn have to do to get the victory in this matchup? Whoa, hold on here.
Well, Mike, it's a pretty easy answer. Stuff like that.
Look at Taryn. Oh, Zoe with the response. And again, both of these ladies just going toe-to-toe here.
And coming out with a lot of fire, but that is what I was going to say that TFA needed coming into this match. You're going up against someone that is regarded as one of, if not the best female wrestler in Western Canada. If you want to come out, not only do you want to tire her out early, but frankly, man, you want to brutalize neutralize her early, and Taryn from accounting does have the size advantage in that regard. I think she can do it if she sets that standard early.
Absolutely. Sager sends Taryn off the ropes. Oh, big shoulder
There
tackle.
we go. There's that power advantage I talk about, Mike, because Zoe Sager, no slouch in that department herself. But
there's the quickness. Oh,
playing a little
Sager.
schoolyard trickery right there.
And it looks like Zoe's a little frustrated that actually happened. Oh, look out! Flying head scissors!
All right, Zoe.
Got Taryn a little discombobulated there for a moment.
Well, I mean, you can never count Zoe Sager out. Again, it's an obvious sentence, but she's the PWA Women's Champion for a reason. She's the longest reigning PWA Women's Champion for a reason. Some people may say she's the only PWA Women's Champion of all time.
Nice set of reversals here, both by Sager and by Taryn. Zoe now in control with the legs wrapped around the head and neck area there. Just Taryn kicks out of it. Back to square one. These ladies are not letting up one bit.
No, and why would you? You don't want to concede an inch to somebody who's debuting with the promotion. The way I describe it is it's akin to someone letting in someone's first NHL goal. This is one of the only situations where you really don't want to be someone's first.
Shot to the side.
And
Taryn reverses.
And just powering out again. But Mike, the longer that this match goes on, the more you do have to think that it may favor Zoe Sager. She's probably one of the most agile wrestlers out there.
Absolutely, but oh, you want to talk about a little schoolyard trickery there. Little leg trip there by Sager. Oh, and look at the power advantage into a backbreaker.
Right down. Did you see the way that Zoe
hooks the
Sager
leg, one!
off of her knee?
Now you say that the advantage will go to Sager as the match goes longer. I almost say that the confidence that Taryn gets in this matchup might be equal to the amount of time that she's in the ring with her.
I don't disagree at all. Anytime you've got an opportunity to push the best of the best to their limit, it is always going to look great. Again, I use the hockey comparison. If the worst team in the league goes up against the Stanley Cup champs and looks great, it's still a moral victory. But Zoe Sager
off the ropes reversal. Shoulder tackle. Taryn firing up here off the ropes. Oh, just got hit. Oh, look how hip toss. And a kick out. But you can see the power there by Taryn there, just running right through that boot earlier. Oh, ho, ho, ho. No running through that. Double clothesline. Both ladies are down.
Man, Mike, I heard you make mention of it, and I just wanted to point that out too, was the way that Taryn was just able to not just run around, but run through that attempted knee from Zoe Sager was absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. You know, I may be eating my words a little bit. Not that I think Zoe's lost anything on it, but Taryn from accounting is proving great, carrying this match the longer and longer it goes on.
And look at these two ladies just unloading bombs right now as they're both trying to get to their feet, just laying it in. Oh! Big shots back and forth. A forearm right across the chest, and again, there's a chop. Oh, and look at that face of Zoe. She is ticked. Oh, back of the knee. Oh, spinning bulldog.
Man.
1, 2. Almost a version of a reverse sling blade there.
Taryn throwing a little bit of extra stank on that one.
Oh, look at this, a dragon sleeper.
See, there's something that is underutilized about Taryn's game.
Could this be a tap out here? You want to go back to the prelude, cover 1, 2. Taryn's shoulders were down.
Zoe shrewdly rolling out of that one, man. Again, there's a reason.
Oh, look at the reversal. I was going to mention that. Oh, look out. Drops the bottom out. Reverse DDT, cover 1, 2. It's just a 2 count.
A 2 count from the PWA Women's Champion, but somewhat the best that she's looked all match, really getting into gear. You've seen off the bat, Mike, that maybe she was a little surprised by the amount of skill that Taryn had as opposed to just the power that she brought to the game. But
sorry to cut you off, Spencer.
Anytime,
Sager going up to the top rope. What do we got here? Flying head scissors!
almost taking Taryn clear out of the ring with that one, and Zoe Sager back on track in this match.
Taryn is out of it here, trying to find some way to get back up to her feet. But once again, Sager trying to go up. Well, she's going up to the top once again. Could this be once too many times? Sorry, a little bit of foreshadowing there. I gotta stop doing that there myself. So, what is Taryn? Look out! Do we have? Got set up. Superplex off the top rope.
And just ragdolling Zoe Sager.
Down for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2.
But the champ is in it.
Just a 2 count. Taryn looking to finish off Zoe here. Taryn is dogged and determined to make her name here at Force Pro Wrestling, and I have to say she has at this point.
I wouldn't disagree with you at all, Mike, but as you can start to see, Zoe Sager's been picking her game back up over the last little bit.
Oh, look out! Oh, second rope moonsault! Cover 1, 2.
And Zoe Sager powers out once again. Mike, I've said it time and time before. I'll say it again for you right now. You aren't going to find a professional wrestler in Western Canada as resilient as Zoe Sager. You really won't.
Oh, not at all. The evidence of what Zoe Sager's done, but Taryn from accounting, she is taking it to another level right now.
And I've never really seen her exchanging blows this brutally before.
Well, it's time to join a new force in Alberta Pro Wrestling, and you got to bring everything you got, and that's what's happening here at Force.
Excellent wordplay, Mike.
Beautiful shot to the face. Coming across into the buckle, charging in, and a splash. Knocking Zoe is completely discombobulated here.
And Taryn just wearing her down.
Just raining these forearms. Nothing fancy about just repeated shots here. Whipped across. And again with a clothesline. Nothing fancy, just straight power here. Oh, look out. Got her up! Buckle bomb! Zoe getting handled like a rag doll here.
And what that's going to do.
Oh no, look out! I've seen this before. She got it set. Trying to go for that widow's peak. Zoe fighting it. Oh, look out! Code red, she got it. 1, 2.
Only a 2 count.
Wow.
What is going to keep either of these women down? Because as far as I'm concerned, Mike, they've thrown everything and the kitchen sink as far as the other men.
That roll through. Trying to go for a Fuji. Oh, short arms. Got that elbow locked. Got that short arm scissors locked in deep here. Taryn's not going to have any choice here but to tap out. That pressure on that elbow and that arm. That shoulder's going to get ripped out of the socket here at this point.
Oh, counters the momentum.
Oh, look out! Power through. Look at the power here. Oh, my goodness.
And a
beautiful backdrop driver. Cover. 1, 2. Just a 2, just a 2.
Taking Zoe Sager the full 180 degrees from the front to the back, and the power that went into that, Mike, it's almost unfathomable. You haven't seen that out of the women here in Force Pro.
Taryn trying to follow up here. Zoe jacks the jaw, getting a little bit of space here. Oh, wait. Takes her down. Didn't want the cover. Off the ropes. There it is, the Z Factor. Cover, 1, 2, 3. She gets there.
And what can you say, Mike? It's a scene we've seen so many times before. Zoe Sager, the reigning PWA Women's Champion, leaving with her arm raised. But I want to get your thoughts, man. Taryn from Accounting's debut.
Taryn did everything she could to gain the victory here in this matchup here, and I thought she had it. But then all of a sudden, Sager just comes out with that Z factor.
Dude, she's got another level, and I don't think there is another way to describe Zoe Sager. There are a lot of sort of cliches that get thrown around. She's got the X factor. She's got it. Zoe Sager does. There isn't another way to describe it, because whether it's her ability to just get it done in the ring, whether it's a power brawl, whether it's a match like that where she has everything taken out of her, it's not often she comes out on the losing end of it.
Absolutely. Great things for Zoe there. And, oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, what's going on here? That's Big Andre.
And that's Kayla Jaye.
And what is Kayla Jaye up to? Somebody who wants to claim that she's the top wrestler in top female wrestler. Oh, no. Choke slam. Oh, the apron. Oh, my God. Oh, no. What? No. Hey, wait. Those are handcuffs.
No, they're not. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong, Mike.
Oh, no. Kayla handcuffing Zoe to... What in the world?
Oh, God, no. After a match like that, man, and you know, we talk about opportunistic wrestlers. This is the way.
And a super kick.
And you just hear the air get sucked out of the room with that one.
Oh, wait, no, and again! Kayla Jaye making a statement of her own. What the right does she have to... She's got a match later tonight.
Who does she think she is, man? And Taryn's back!
Taryn's back with a kendo stick!
You talk about an equalizer, that'll give someone an advantage.
Kayla Jaye's got to be... Oh, she got the ankle!
And that's enough to send her running, man, as it should. Kayla Jaye's not a dumb individual. You get out of the ring when you're at a disadvantage, but you can't say she won't give herself the advantage any opportunity she gets.
Kayla Jaye absolutely despicable in her actions here as he... Got to get the referees, get the keys out here. God, somebody take care of Sager here. This is absolutely deplorable here.
You know the history between Zoe Sager. You know the history with her and Kayla Jaye, but never. And she's done some pretty low things in her time in Forest Pro Wrestling. Don't get me wrong there, Mike, but has Kayla Jaye ever stooped that low before? I don't think so.
There is nothing that she will not stoop to get her point across. She wants to be the most dominant female in Alberta, and she thinks this is going to be a way she's going to prove it.
Well, and in all fairness, you did, whether by hook or by crook, then...
The man I have to call the toughest man in Alberta wrestling right now. After his appearance in Clandestine and getting the victory, if you can call it that, in a death match.
Colton Kelly is a bad dude. Everything about him, man. From the time that he walks out of that curtain to the time that he leaves that ring after what usually is a victory, Colton Kelly may be the most badass individual in pro wrestling in Alberta, my friend.
He's even being a douchebag to what about Ivan here?
That kid's terrified. The kid over on the side there is absolutely horrified. but he's ruthless, man, and it's something that it's boded him well time and time again.
Was he on BC time? Thinks he's an hour early for us right now, or what?
Well, it depends on where in BC that you go, Mike, but that guy certainly isn't on our time. Is that a smattering of applause I heard for him?
182 pounds, hailing from the house on Paper Street.
Well, you can expect a little bit of applause for Colton Kelly after what happened at Clandestine last month. As he comes adored with the special jacket he earned last month, I'm going to say point blank, he earned it.
Well, and when you're winning, Mike, why change anything up? Pride obviously is Y2 Jack Pride going, continuing his undefeated streak at the Clandestine Society show, taking on Davey Batista, coming out victorious in that match. As I mentioned, wins over Zoe Sager and Spaceman Beri, Grayson, of course. All depends which side of Jack Pride shows up tonight.
But you got to admit, he's going to be facing the stiffest competition that he has, I have to say, ever faced. At least in a Forest Pro Wrestling ring, if not in a very long time in a ring period here.
No, sorry, go ahead, Mike.
A man that is razor focused like Colton Kelly. A man that is willing to do anything like Colton Kelly. This is gonna be the ultimate test. Attaboy on the ring in there, sir.
Someone is doing better. This is what I mean earlier when I say
Jack here. I think this is the other side of This is not the vicious Jack Pride. I'll guarantee that. He is a man of two minds. Well,
and that's why I say, Mike, it depends on which mind shows up, because both are equally good professional wrestlers, but in their own senses. Pride, a much more aggressive, much more dominant, aggressive side of him. When you've got Jack in the ring, yes, he's still got the same in-ring technical wizardry that we've seen from both Jack and Pride. Try saying that sentence 5 times fast over the last few years.
Oh, wait a second. Looks like Pride's got a little bit of confidence, and looks like the other side of Pride has come out. Nope, still cheery Pride.
But as I was saying, Mike, you do get that same in-ring wizardry, for lack of a better term. Pride is an excellent professional wrestler, regardless of which side of him comes out. Do I personally believe that a more aggressive, more ruthless side of Jack Pride would pay him?
Ow! I'm sorry, but
dude, that was a sentence stopper right there.
Thrown into the corner. Colton charges in. Pride beats him with a boot. Jack over the top and an arm drag. I'm actually surprised yet not surprised here. Like Colton's been in this mind of more hardcore wrestling over the last few months here. He's got to adapt his style a little bit now too. Drop to the knees. Look out! Here comes Pride coming across. Down and up. 403. Vintage 403 coming out of Pride here. But Colton's going to have to adapt his style here to somebody who's a lot more technical and a lot less bruising here.
And that is where Pride's got the advantages. Again, the man of two minds is able to work a variety of styles. With Colton Kelly, I don't think anybody's ever undersold his ability to wrestle a pure match, as all the hardcore fans say.
Well,
but
it's not even that. Look out, here comes Pride! Oh!
Colton Kelly is a guy who just likes to punch people in the face, Mike.
Nice interception there by Kelly. Swift right hand to the face, and now, like I was mentioning earlier, there was more. Kelly's going to have to change his game, but at the same time, this game here, Colton Kelly cannot be taken lightly in terms of a technical wrestler as well.
No, but he is a far more methodical. Every motion has a reason behind it. Every motion, the reason behind it is to just beat the ever-loving hell out of your opponent. He's a much more brutal wrestler, I would say, than Jack Pride would be in some situations.
Absolutely. Trying to set up for a suplex here. Oh, just drapes him on that top rope. What's Kelly got planned? Going up. Double sledge. The extra momentum off the ropes.
And you can almost see both of his fists implanting in Pride's back. You could probably still see the mark if you were looking for it, Mike. Everything that Colton Kelly does isn't just to hurt someone, but to maximize how much it hurts him.
Drops the elbow on the knee. And now just working on that ankle. And actually, in terms of technical stance, that is actually a very smart move by Colton here. If he takes out the ankle of a guy like Pride, who relies on his speed, relies on his quickness, relies on his aerial ability. But speaking of aerial ability, Colton going up to the top, going through. Oh, went for the moonsault, nobody home. Oh no, I've seen that look before.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pride is here.
And there's nothing about a cover there, just rated shots down. Now, folks, if you have not seen this side of Pride, the man of two minds, when this evil side known as Pride comes out, one of the most diabolical, one of the most vicious, one of the most ornery, and I'm saying that with Colton Kelly in the ring here.
You couldn't have put it any better than I did, Mike, or whatever the old saying is. But Jack Pride is by far one of the most ruthless guys.
Oh, look out, look out! Vintage Pride! That double arm DDT draping.
And no remorse on his face as he does it. As we were talking about, he is out here to simply hurt people. And even when you are a guy as badass as Colton Kelly, that's something to be feared.
Like, Colton is a very tough hombre, but when you come down to Pride in this attitude, it's anybody's ball game right now. Charge to the quarter hard. Pride trying to follow up here. Oh, look at this. Just face washing with that boot. Just vicious, ornery. Oh no, look out. What do we got coming here? A little drive-by action.
And not only the pain you get from that, but sort of the emotional toll it takes on you. It is as low as it gets to be shoving your boot in somebody's face. What that'll do to you mentally, especially when you are known as a proverbial alpha male in a promotion, it's going to hit you, and it's going to hit you hard.
Absolutely. There's a cannonball in the corner. Cover 1, 2. Referee Ben caught in a tough spot to count the shoulders, but doing a hell of a job here.
Well, and talk about a hell of a job. Colton Kelly being able to kick out of a maneuver like that is impressive in its own.
Oh! And Pride just raining shots down. Colton finding some way to get back up. He's got to get some clarity going on here. Coming off the ropes, missed the clothesline. Oh, double crossbody takes both men down.
Man, and it is rare that you see Colton Kelly reeling like that. It is rare that you see him in a position where he's on his back this long. But Pride is able to bring out the proverbial worst in anyone. With Colton Kelly, it takes away your element of being the most dangerous man in there. You're across the ring from someone who's willing to go as far as you are.
Absolutely. As you see referee Ben making a count of 6.
Kelly the first to his feet.
Absolutely, and he's got the advantage now. Pride lined up in the corner.
Ooh.
Ow. Knife edge chop off the ropes. And a spinning heel kick by Kelly. Very impressive. Coming in. Drop kick off the second rope. Kelly's pulling a lot out of his arm. Oh, look out! Oh, Nelson bomb! 1, 2!
And only a 2 count for the Millennial Icon.
So close.
How are you going to put these guys away now?
Kelly pulling some tricks out of his bag here. Well, it's simple. Kelly's got to get the pile driver. And if Pride can get in that swallow Pride, or that smirking revenge elbow, it's between those two moves right now. Oh, look out! DDT!
I'll go watch for it.
Oh, wait. Hold it. Holding. Hold it. Both men are down.
But this even speaks to the power of Colton Kelly. As you,
here we go!
Too soon.
I knew that was coming.
You've just got more patience than me, Mike.
Cover 1, 2.
But even despite Pride being able to double tap on that, it's not very often you see him down that long in between his ability to double tap. Whether he likes to admit it or not, Colton Kelly's taken a little bit out of Jack Pride, the same way he's done it to Colton Kelly.
You can see Pride setting up here. What's he got in line? Oh, it looked like he was going to go for that swallow Pride. Colton just labels him with a right. And again. Going up to the second rope.
It's not an area either of them want to be, my friend.
No, this is going to be big trouble here for Pride. Going up to the top. Oh, superplex off the top. Oh, float over. Oh my goodness. What power by Kato. Oh.
You talk about athleticism, you talk about it with Jack Pride so often, but where, my friend, is the love for Colton Kelly? There aren't many athletes that can do that, nonetheless professional wrestler. Colton Kelly executing it to perfection.
I just love that textbook suplex there out of Colton Kelly into a neck breaker there. Oh, look at the slap. Look at the disrespect here by Colton. This is where he's getting back in gear.
But don't act like Pride isn't willing to give that same disrespect back. If Colton Kelly's throwing him, you better believe that Jack Pride will be right beside him throwing him too.
Absolutely. The southpaw unloading shots there. Colton blocked. Pride blocked. Uh-oh, look out! Oh my goodness, 1, 2! No!
Only a 2 count.
Oh my goodness!
You're gonna have to kill somebody to put him away.
That was like a version of a one-winged angel there almost. Both men are absolutely spent, and no one's been able to get the victory here.
Well, and that might be why both are struggling to hit their finishers. Like, I haven't stepped in the ring myself, Mike, but a pile driver and swallowed Pride, both of them, at least in my humble opinion, are not only incredibly powerful moves, but take a lot out of you to perform it. Maybe that's why you haven't seen Colton Kelly make the attempt, or only had Jack Pride make the
you were saying, here we go.
And there we go, not.
And Pride is just dead weight right now.
But if there's anybody who can power him through, it's Colton Kelly.
Absolutely.
Chastising Judge Ben Omen before setting up Pride. And what is Colton Kelly to do?
Referee Ben looking to go check for an injury here, but oh, look out, small package! 1, 2,
3 count for
there's
Pride.
There's the 3, ring the bell!
There's the bell. And Colton Kelly just going after him.
Well, we didn't expect the 3, but
how does that like Pride playing possum? I can't explain.
oh no, this is not going to be good for Pride at this point.
And You don't tug on Superman's cape, and you do not upset Colton Kelly.
Colton is absolutely. Oh, look out! Oh! Into the stairs!
Oh, man. Did you
Colton
hear?
Kelly laid out Pride!
Do you hear the force he hit those steps with?
Oh, no. What is. What is.
That's. Oh, my God. Pride just down. Down for the count. But look at Colton Kelly, and I know you can't see it on the live look, and grabbing referee Ben Omen.
Uh-oh. What is going on here? What is Colton doing? Oh, no!
No. You don't put your hands on a referee.
Oh, look at this! Somebody! Oh my God! The pile driver!
Oh,
Colton Kelly lays out Pride with that pile driver! Colton Kelly absolutely pissed here!
And I'm speechless, man. There is no...
That was absolutely disgusting! Man, seeing this guy in Force Pro now.
It's wonderful. It's like when Guy Lafleur put on a New York Rangers jersey. He's still Guy Lafleur. Despite the fact that Chris Parrish has wrestled for a couple of different organizations over the last couple of years, was on the shelf with an injury for the last few months of 2019, there can be little doubt that this is still one of the top guys in Alberta pro wrestling.
And he looks fired up, ready to go here.
It's his first singles match in almost 8 months at this point. The last match that he wrestled in RCW was, of course, that fatal four-way for the Tag Team Championships. Clandestine Society teaming with Cody Chimera. This is a solo Chris Parrish that we'll get to see.
Hey, wait a second. This is not Dylan Stone. It's Kayla Jaye.
What's she doing back out here, man? Like, you know I'm a fan of Kayla Jaye, but at some point you gotta respect the rules of the industry. She wasn't supposed to be out here earlier when the Zoe Sager match was occurring. She's not supposed to be out here now. Let's find out why.
Why are you here?
She's a bitch.
Replacement?
7 feet tall.
Oh, Jesus.
50 pounds, healing from youth.
No.
Oh my God.
That is never a good sight to see, and it's an even worse one when you're gonna wrestle him.
The muscle behind the Golden Cartel. Andre the Giant. Don't ever call him Andre.
That guy is just a massive individual. 7 feet tall, man. I know you can't teach it, but you might even be underselling on it.
It
Look
took
at the size.
8 people to pin him at the Clandestine Society to get him out of the tribute match. And this has got to be his first singles match. Well,
At least for Force Pro Wrestling.
well, I haven't seen him in, 9 months in a ring? Outside of the Clandestine?
Man, and we've seen him motivated. I don't think you're going to find him more motivated. You talk about Chris Parrish stepping into the ring for the first time for a singles match in eons. Andre is in very, very much the same boat as far as that goes. Like you mentioned, Mike, 9 months without a singles match. It's going to be great to see what he can do back in the squared circle.
Well, we're going to have to change gears here now because we got Big Andre here taking on Chris Parrish instead of Dylan Stone.
And Andre's got biceps the size of Parrish's torso.
There's the bell. We are underway here. Now, I know you haven't been in the ring before, but you got to think about what Parrish has to do to change his strategy here. Because Andre knew he was going to be taking on Parrish, but Parrish didn't know he was going to be taking on Andre.
And Mike, I don't want to undersell Chris Parrish. That man is one of the most dangerous individuals you'll find in a wrestling ring, province-wide, country.
Got caught. Tried to go for a cross body. Looked like Andre was going for snake eyes. Parrish caught him off. Stinger splash in the court. Oh no.
No. And like I was going to say.
Oh no, look, going over the top. Can he get him over? No. Oh! Parrish just a little too quick here for Big Andre.
And that's what I was going to say earlier on, Mike.
Oh! Sorry to cut you off, but wow.
Well, and that's what Andre should be saying to Chris Parrish, because that momentum was completely halted as soon as he took to the skies. I was going to mention that the only advantage Parrish could utilize here, outside of a slingshot and a pebble, is he's got...
Oh, wow! Right into the ring post! That's got to take a rib apart.
And instantly knocking the wind out of his sails. Andre hardly breaking a sweat.
That little flurry early by Parrish has gotten halted in a hurry. Avalanche splash in the corner.
And just engulfing Chris Parrish in his massive, massive frame, man.
And again, Parrish down to the canvas. Cover, what? Arrogant cover like that. You're never going to get a man like Chris Parrish, the man known as Mr. PWI here in Alberta. 6 consecutive years as part of the PWI 500.
But if there's anybody who can make a cocky pin like that, you've got to put your money on Andre. Like the amount that he's had to put into this match versus what he's got out of it is insane. Look at him, he's hardly broken a sweat up to this point. The collateral damage that he's given to Chris Parrish is just massive.
Oh, you want to talk about a punishment? That is going to punish your back right there. Going to get hard into the buckle. Folks, as much as you want to say there's turnbuckle pads out there, there is not a lot of give in those turnbuckle pads whatsoever. And now Andre just smothering Parrish on that top rope. Snaps Parrish back.
But look at the fight in Chris Parrish, always getting back to his feet, always ready for more. You cannot take anything away from the guts that Parrish has shown tonight. But would you really find any excuse for him if he was just to take off at this point? I mean, personally, man, I certainly wouldn't.
Oh, look how big Andre charging in. Get met with 2 feet. Double boots to the face. Parrish has got to find some way to speed this match up.
But Andre just keeps breaking him down every time he attempts to do so.
Just a shot to the gut with the boot there.
Well, and we've talked a lot about the power that Andre's got, Mike, but the purpose behind every move, it seems like we've got a lot more methodical Andre the Giant out here than we've seen in recent history.
As you can see, Parrish hanging up Andre on the top rope here. Andre charging in once again. He's got to be careful with this veteran here, Chris Parrish. Andre charges in again. Oh, gets met with a double boot to the face. Andre tried to get his hands up. I don't know if he got all of it there. The drop kick to the knee. Going up to the second rope. Parrish trying to speed things up. Drop kick. He's got the big man down. Cover 1, 2. Nothing fancy about that. Just simply lift up and say goodnight.
Don't even talk about the 1 count. Talk about how high Chris Parrish got when Andre decided he didn't want to be pinned anymore.
Parrish back up to the second rope. Go over the crossbody. Oh no. Go over the crossbody, got caught. What's Andre gonna do? Release overhead. Parrish feeling it everywhere. As you can see, Kayla, Jaye at ringside just got that devious smile on her face right now.
Yeah, you can never count her out, man. And when Andre, if he was to falter in this match, he's got an insurance policy, and that may be the most dangerous part of this whole match for Chris Parrish.
Oh, and look at that Beal! Just launches Parrish across the ring. Well, Kayla Jaye's proud of her man's actions here, but... And again!
Jesus, man. Andre turning him into a snow globe, man. There's 1,000 different pieces going 1,000 different ways on this Parrish right now.
Absolutely. And
Andre's starting to find some confidence.
I don't know if that's confidence, cockiness, or whatever it is. He's got to be careful, because Parrish just needs one small opening. Parrish is going to be right back in this matchup here. Oh, is he going for a third Beal? Nope. Sending Parrish to the outside.
And you got to wonder if Parrish is even going to get up from that. After everything he's been through throughout this match, hitting a concrete floor with that much momentum behind him.
Referee Kevin Faber got his count, but looks like Andre's going out after him.
I don't know if Parrish even sees him coming.
Well, he feels him now. Parrish getting worked over here. See Kayla Jaye skulking around ringside. Andre getting on these fans' cases here. I don't know if I'd want to be messing with that kid. Oh no, look out. What is Andre doing? He's pulling those stairs apart. Is he trying to... He's trying to stick Parrish into those stairs.
Well, and if Parrish completely loses his ability to move, I know it's an obvious statement to say, Mike, but with a guy who relies on his quickness, on his agility, on, frankly, his just sheer ability to get out of his way. Like,
oh no, look out, what do we got here? Charging in! Oh! The proverbial ole! And the big man Andre eats some steel!
Well, and you see, it's very, very shrewd to me that Chris Parrish immediately gets referee Kevin Faber on the count. If you're going to beat Andre, whether by hook, whether by crook, whether by a count-out victory...
Look at Kayla Jaye here trying to give her man a hand. Good luck, Kayla. You know what? E for effort, but...
You know, Mike, there has to be something
oh,
to say
wait,
about
Chris Parrish going up to the top rope. He's looking to take advantage. Frog splash! Cover!
Has he got him?
1, 2! No!
2.
Once again, the sheer power of Big Andre. Is enough to get
Parrish looking to double down.
Oh, wait. Hold on here. Oh, look at this. We knew she would come into effect here. Kayla, Jaye on ringside, causing a distraction. What in the world? Look how. Oh, Andre. Don't know if he's going to get him fully, but now he did. Got him caught. Power slam. 1, 2, 3. Forget about it.
And putting the power in power slam. There was no way Chris Parrish was getting up from that if that was the first move that Andre hit, if it was the last move that he hit.
If it wasn't for Kayla Jaye, he wouldn't have had anything there.
Can't say I agree with the methods, Mike, but at the end of the day, there is a notch in the victory column for the Golden Cartel.
Absolutely. You know what? Give the devil his due. Andre gets the victory.
And not only that, but Mike, as you mentioned, against a man that people reference as Mr. PWI in this province. 6 years ranked among the best professional wrestlers, not in Alberta, not in Western Canada, worldwide.
Well, look who's making an appearance right now. He's not going to allow any celebration going on here. Michael Allen Richard Clark.
The PWA heavyweight champion, and of course,
looks like we're not going to get any formal introductions here.
looks like we are just getting down to business. First and foremost, great to see Judge Ben Omen back in the ring after the vicious attack from Colton Kelly earlier tonight.
I guess you people don't
But
deserve
be quiet when
promo
Michael
today.
Allen Richard Clark is talking.
Well, looks like we're not even going to get any formal introductions here, folks. We're just on our way.
I'd like to let you folks know that after this match, it will be last call for alcohol after
Yeah,
this
great.
match.
All right, it looks like we're... What in the world? Do we have to get special laundry service here for Michael Allen Richard Clark or what?
When you're the PWA heavyweight champion,
There's a bell, we're underway.
sorry, Mike, as I was saying,
Oh, wait.
Maybe people do deserve it. Alright, we have this idiot here that likes to come out being kinky and handcuff people and kick them in the face.
an astute
We
point.
got this big idiot out here, this big O, falls out of the ring, does all those things, you just beat Chris Parrish thanks to your girl.
Valid point.
You bus people don't cheer me, you idiots.
Still making love to the fans.
Well, it appears that the bus gods did not want Michael Allen Richard Clark talking any more trash.
I believe bus people own those mics, so that ends that theory.
However, the match is in progress.
It works again. The closer you get, the better it works.
Hashtag indie wrestling at its finest.
Yeah, I'm not done here. So we got you, we got Andre, we got Dylon Stone. You guys are the big bad force in Force Pro Wrestling. The Golden Cartel. Is that what you guys are called? The Golden Cartel. You're the big top people of Force. Is that what I'm understanding here? Well, I'm the best runner.
You know, he's having a bit of a tough time with the microphone, but you cannot
I'm
say.
the best damn wrestler in Western Canada. I'm the PWA heavyweight champion. You can't even lace my boots, KJ James. And don't forget each and every single one of these bus people.
Judge Ben Omen, obviously a man of many skills. I think they're just trying to bump up the match times. It's like watching WrestleMania. Goldberg's got to get a 15-minute entrance to fill out the run time. But now that we're down to the wrestling, we've got two of the best in Alberta. Despite what we said about Kayla Jaye, you can't deny she's great. Showcasing that early against, as he mentioned, the PWA heavyweight champion. Absolutely, Mike. You talk about people who are making the most of their opportunities since moving over to Force Pro Wrestling. And whether you agree with Kayla Jaye's methods all of the time, none of the time, whenever it may be, you can't deny that they've been effective. Kayla had never wrestled an intergender match, prior to moving over to Force Pro. Now, not only has she wrestled a couple of great pro wrestlers, but a couple of the top pro wrestlers in this province. Michael Richard Blais, Zoe Sager, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, the three opponents thus far in Force Pro. Well, as you can see a little later on there, he used the opportunity to simply flex his biceps. Sometimes the mental game is as important as the strength game, especially when you're talking about a guy who's got both.
Hey, that's what I handcuff her. My girlfriend's in the crowd. Why would I handcuff her? That's what I do to my girlfriend, not sister.
Solving the world's problems, Mike. That's what I call it. That's what I call it. But can you fault Michael Allen, Richard Clark sometimes? Because again, the guy's the PWA heavyweight champion. He's one of the top stars in Alberta. Can you fault him for every so often taking the pedal off the gas to talk to easy? And I quote him, must be. And the champ is reeling. And the champ is reeling early.
So do you!
Look out!
And it's not often you see something like that from Kayla Jaye. She is someone who will take on highly offensive maneuvers, but not someone you would ever consider a high-risk wrestler. She's a very grounded, very, very savvy pro wrestler.
Inside the ring, this.
There are few pro wrestlers, pound for pound, that possess the strength of Michael Allen and Richard Clark. I compare him to a guy like Cesaro. When you look at Cesaro, yeah, you know how strong he is, but sometimes he just surprises you.
Something like that.
And Clark keeping her down.
Andre, you need to watch this. This is something you can do. Some shit at floor.
Michael Allen, Richard Clark getting two birds stoned at once, making fun of Andre and getting a workout in on one. It's all water under the fridge now, Mike. And again, just taking the opportunity to mock the Golden Cartel. Andre using that move to finish off Chris Perry just the match prior. Michael Allen, Richard Clark playing it off like it's no big deal.
It's equal society, buddy. What did I hear?
But ruthlessly efficient. Again, you cannot deny that his methods are effective. But again, it all comes into the mental game, and it's something that we saw the Golden Cartel playing earlier. Kayla Jaye trying to get in the head of Zoe Sager. Well, maybe it's a pound of flesh, right? Michael Allen and Richard Clark coming out here and not just looking to defeat Kayla Jaye, but embarrass her. Michael Allen and Richard Clark, for reference, held that longer than that individual could do push-ups. If that doesn't speak to the strength that that guy's got, I don't know what will. Crowd doing an excellent job of proving they're able to count to 10. Ideally, they come out for our next last man standing match here in Force Pro Wrestling.
Well, take special note to that. We'll see what happens later on.
But still, it just speaks to the punishment that Michael Allen and Richard Clark has been able to dish out to this point. And I jinx it yet again.
Drop hold, takes the kick out.
And a devastating drop kick. Kayla Jaye exhibiting some unique push-ups.
That's a good European drop kick. Clark perched in the corner. Kayla Jaye ready to go. Mafia kick to the side of the head.
Just sends Clark reeling. That normally takes place in 1976.
Tornado DDT.
Kayla Jaye bringing some rarely used maneuvers out in her arsenal.
Looks to land 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Look out! Oh my goodness!
Vicious lariat.
Kayla Jaye down once again. Clark just takes one move.
He is ruthlessly efficient, and you see some of these proverbial high flyers, you see some of these wrestlers who are a million moves a minute. Michael Allen and Richard Clark, while he's got that capability, is a very different wrestler. Again, every move means something, and most of them lead to a pinfall attempt. So. And you see the wind just leave her shoes.
Just a
can't take anything away from what she has accomplished here, because again, the stuff that she does outside of her own matches, the stuff that she does in other people's matches, some of that is just some of the most disrespectful stuff, as far as I'm concerned, that you can do in the professional wrestling industry.
What's up with disrespect? Clark doing burpees in the ring. What's he looking at now? Going for a second one? Look out. She reverses it into a leg sweep. Out of there.
Well, Clark hitting his eyes directly on that turnbuckle there. Yes, Mike, I know they're padded. Oh.
Drop kick to the back. And a neckbreaker takes down Clark. Kayla Jaye trying to hit some feet back up that arm. She's got to be absolutely hard out here. She got put now. Oh, Mafia kick right to the face.
Putting Clark down for the count. Like, Kayla's an athlete. She's not just...
Look out.
Oh, man. Like a gunshot. But like I was saying, like, Kayla's an athlete. The longer this match goes on, the longer that you get to exhibit the cardio side of professional wrestling.
Wait, hold on, cover one. You can't question the cardio on the lead.
Fair point, Mike, fair point.
She's got to find some way to get that super kick in. Trying to go running across the line again. Clark straight got that straight. Michinoku driver. Looks to win 1, 2. Go!
Another 2 count.
I'm shocked, folks. I honestly thought that would be it. Once again, Kayla Jaye up to the outside here. We go for another. He's going to go for another Superman Plex. Look at Kayla Jaye sneaks under the back door. Uses the extra leverage to put out a German.
And that's what I'm talking about earlier, Mike. She's
Oh, look out! Look out! Oh! Faked out the drop kick. Went with the up kick.
Mind games
Cover
from
1,
Jaye.
2. No!
Mike, and much in this,
I thought that would have knocked out Clark there at that point.
and much in the way you're talking about the body drops to Kayla Jaye, it absolutely shocks me that Michael Allen Richard Clark was able to kick out of that, hit right in the temple. You would think that would at least put him down for the proverbial 3-second
Oh,
tan.
look out! Gorilla press coming. Oh my goodness, what a power slam! Clark just dismayed Kayla Jaye.
At what point does he get
Hold on,
exhausted?
look out. There's
No,
Big
that's not
Andre.
good.
Big Andre setting up here. What's going on? Oh, look out!
Oh!
Slam on the money!
Michael Allen Richard Clark's feet cleared the top
Wait,
rope
look
on
out!
that.
Bus cutter to Clark!
Oh! A devastating move
Out
and
of nowhere!
a slap in the face to Michael
Blais, get
Allen.
over to the cover! Looks like 1, 2! Whoa!
2! How is that 2?
Kayla Jaye almost beat Michael Allen Richard Clark with her own move. Oh wait, look out!
Destroyer!
Super kick! That's gonna be it! Looks like 1, 2!
Oh my God!
Kayla Jaye
A
just
foot on the ropes?
didn't have the strength to hold that leg.
Mike, if you remember, as I know you do, that is the combination that finished off God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blais himself,
At
at
the
just the
prelude.
tip.
At the prelude.
The prelude, my apologies.
Oh, what has Kayla Jaye got? She's called Big Andre up to the ring. Wait, what's going on? I think Kayla Jaye's had enough. Send the big man into the ring.
There's only so much that Judge Ben Omen can do at this point. Are you going to tell someone 7 feet they can't do something?
You call for disqualification. Oh, wait. Oh! the Giants.
Oh, no!
An unintended spear. And Andre to the outside. I think Clark's not having fun. Look out, we got to sit up. Good night, nurse. 1, 2, 3. He gets her.
Oh, and that vicious power bomb to the knee, square in between the shoulder blades, man. That's going to take everyone out. Your neck's impacted, both of your arms. Like how you can possibly consider lifting a shoulder at that point ain't going to happen, man. Lights out, you are done. Michael Allen, Richard Clark, a well-deserved victory.
Just like this man right here, Davey O'Doyle's gonna win his match. I'm not even out of breath. I just wrestled and I beat a woman.
Always appreciated having you on here, man, especially when you got a fellow Sask boy here in the main event of the evening. What are your thoughts on Davey O'Doyle heading into the night's main event?
He's the man. What do you mean? Look at him, that bear cub, stronger than the strongest. But he can't be beat, he can't be touched. Michael Richard Blais is gonna be handed a loss tonight.
Normally, a guy like Davey O'Doyle, he's tied up with Grayson and Tyler Morgan as part of the league tag team. He doesn't get many chances to get into singles action, but he's got his chance to shine tonight.
I've wrestled this guy in singles action myself. I know how tough this guy is. I've also wrestled Michael Richard Blais numerous occasions. This is going to be a good one.
What are your keys to victory for both men here, Michael Allen, Richard Clark?
Pinning the guy until you get 3.
Couldn't have put it more eloquently myself.
What's that word mean? Don't use big people words here. Take your school words somewhere else.
Michael Richard Blais, one of Canada's finest, bar none. We've already talked about it. You and Blais were the two that were able to make it to a WWE tryout. Were accepted in there. You gotta give the man his due here.
The guy's super talented. I've never once said that he's not talented. Doesn't mean I don't think he's an idiot, but the guy's talented. Isn't it convenient that the mic works perfectly for Ivan, but as soon as me, a guy,
Davey O'Doyle jumpstart this match a little quickly.
That's smart. Now you're talking about me and Michael Richard Blais got tryouts. There's a reason for that. However, give Davey O'Doyle a couple years, and I don't see why he can't make one as well.
It's not. We don't even know if the match is going to start yet. The sneak attack, the bell hasn't even rung.
And Michael Richard Blais already left lane at the hands of Davey O'Doyle.
Pearl Harbor, John, you can see Blais is a little to hurt here at ringside.
What does this have to do with historical significance, Mike?
Boy, I'm glad he asked you and not me.
Yeah. I'm going to get back to the smartest man in the room here, of course.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time the two have squared off in singles action in the province of Alberta. Luckily enough, you folks over in Saskatchewan have gotten the pleasure of that more than one occasion. However, first one-on-one action between O'Doyle and Blais. But I could be wrong there.
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly a match historian.
We're underway.
For someone else other than me.
O'Doyle charging in. Blais.
More Pearl Harbors, as you would say.
He's trying to get a Pearl Harbor job in here, but looks like that leg's just fine as Blais is unloading the heavy artillery here.
This is a Filipino job.
Textbook Blais here with the running knee lift.
That's Thailand.
O'Doyle out to the outside. Oh no, look out. Here comes Blais. Second rope cross body. Suicide dive to the outside.
And none worse for wear.
I've been on the receiving end of this, and that guy hits you at literally 100 miles an hour.
Oh no, look out. I think we got... Get out. Oh!
Jeez.
I think the Eskimos found their new kicker.
It's like a firework going off in here, man.
That's racist.
It's our football team.
They're a bunch of Eskimos?
Yes.
They're Inuit. Use the proper term.
Context, Mike.
2020, Mike.
It's better than Rough Riders. Let's just put it that way.
I don't like the
Hey, when
Riders.
Blais going up to the... Looks like he's going to go head up to the top rope there.
Tell that to Doyle. I don't like the Riders. Come on.
I'm sure he'll hear this back later. And O'Doyle getting out of the way here. Smart move on behalf of 1/3 of the league here.
Well, and he's a thinking man's wrestler, obviously going after
Blais charging in. Over the top. Got caught with the shoulder. What's Blais got planned here? Over the top. Coming across. Oh, got caught for the lariat. Tornado DDT, but keeps the head. He's called for it already.
He's stretching out his shirt.
He's called for the brain buster this early. O'Doyle blocks. O'Doyle blocks again. These guys going back and forth here. Neither man can get the edge. Oh, there we go. Blais setting O'Doyle up on that second on the top rope there. And a hard chop to the chest.
O'Doyle's got a thick layer of shirt and chest hair that blocked that chop.
With that layer of chest hair, he might not have felt it, but he's going to definitely feel this if Blais connects.
I know he's got a lot back there, too.
Touche, my friend, touche. O'Doyle fighting out of it here. Just laying in some shots. Oh! Draped that arm over the top rope.
Blais has torn that pec as well. That's just like arm, pec, shoulder. That's a whole world of problems right there.
The number of injuries that Blais has fought through, like even in this match now, he's gone down one knee, one arm. It's a systematic peeling apart here of Michael Richard Blais.
Hey, you're talking about all the injuries that he's fought through. He's going to have to fight through another one here tonight.
He's going to have to fight through another 6 at this point if O'Doyle has his way.
Yeah, he's just treating him like a Lego piece, man. Pieces are popping off left, right, and center.
You ever see the back of Mick
Cover the
Foley's
cover.
book? The back of Mick Foley's book where it has a list of all his injuries? That's what it's going to look like after Davey O'Doyle is done with Michael Richard Blais tonight.
Very well could be, but right now the focus is on that left shoulder. Breaking it up before the 5 count here. Now it has to be generally needs to be known that Michael Richard Blais is right-handed, so that left shoulder is going to be more affected here. It's going to be worn down a lot easier.
But if you're taking half the guy's strength out, it's going to affect him whether it's now, whether it's later, if he's setting up for a brain buster. O'Doyle's doing the smart thing here and not just trying to take everything out, but tactically taking out pieces of MRB.
Absolutely.
Blaise's bench is already weak. Now he's hurting his arm, and he's going to make his game even weaker.
I've heard he doesn't listen to Pantera.
That's why he looks the way he does, and that's why I look the way I do.
Now back to the match here. O'Doyle working over that arm once again. Folks, just check out their Instagram stories. That's all I can pretty much say at this point. O'Doyle going after that arm, and you can tell Blais is feeling it. Just trying to wear out that shoulder socket. I don't think I've ever seen Michael Richard Blais tap out.
Well, and you have to wonder if he simply exhausted himself too early. You saw him off the bat calling for the brain buster that early, hitting that tornado DDT. Did MRB push too hard too fast? Because against a guy like Davey O'Doyle, like, he can not only go for miles, he can go for miles, miles, and miles. It's like the Forrest Gump of pro wrestling, Mike.
That's weird.
There's the lawn right now.
Was Forrest Gump married?
Married? That I cannot comment to.
Blais trying to fight up from the bottom here, kicks to the stomach. Oh, O'Doyle caught that one. And
right on the arm.
Right on the arm and back.
O'Doyle pulled a little harder on the right side of Blais's leg so that he would spin in the air and land on his left shoulder. That's just good.
Absolutely. I have to give O'Doyle credit. He is a thinking man's wrestler, that's for sure.
You think that's all beard in there?
Oh, look out! Into the ring post. Right into the seats at home here, folks.
Blais is tapping that chair. Just because O'Doyle doesn't have a hold on him, does that mean Blais cannot tap out?
Well, he could definitely be counted out here at this point.
Well, that's not what I asked.
You can give up, you can forfeit, but
can he tap out? O'Doyle.
I don't think so.
Look at that man.
Referee up to 6. Is Blais going to get back in the ring in time?
O'Doyle's been telling me about his ventures into bear and apartment wrestling. He says he makes good money at it too. Might be something you want to look into there, Mike.
Yeah, I think I got to do a little research into that. But now into the full Nelson. Now with the strong upper body of O'Doyle, this is really going to put pressure on the neck and shoulders of MRB.
Yeah, with the strong upper body of O'Doyle and the weak upper body of Blais, that's just math.
Just because he doesn't lift 5,000 pounds like you.
Then I don't know what he's doing in that ring.
Well, look at Blais trying to feed off this crowd. Blais powering out of this. Look at the strength of Blais. He's got it broken. Oh no, look out. Straight jacket suplex. 1, 2.
He still has him.
Got him wrapped up. Is he going to try and go for another straight jacket again?
He's pulling his fingers.
Blais has got to find some way to get some separation here. These back elbows. Oh! Every time Blais gets a little momentum. Oh, look out! Full Nelson slam! Cover! 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Thought that might have been enough.
Is this referee related to Blais? I think he might be counting slow.
I refrain to comment on that situation right now, but I thought there was a very fair count.
Situation? They're dating?
That, I miss you.
Whoa, man.
Yes, it takes a lot to say that. Thank you. O'Doyle getting control, hammer locking that arm.
Oh, this is it.
What has O'Doyle got planned?
Oh, man.
Just drops Blais like a sack of potatoes.
Right on that arm, too. Good God.
Oh, look out.
Hammerlock waistline.
O'Doyle bomb.
Cover 1, 2. Thought the O'Doyle bomb would be enough there. Trying to go for a second one. Oh no. Oh wait.
Oh.
Blais quicker than a hiccup. Ready? Oh! How's your cheeky Nando's? You enjoy your cheeky Nando's there?
I hate Nando's. That's funny. A lot of wrestlers love Nando's. I hate Nando's. Instant mashed potato BS. Do I look like I eat out? Let's just put that out there.
Fair enough, my friend. Count of 5. Both men are down. This is the opportunity for Blais if he can get up and bounce some offense here. Wild right hands by both men. Forcing their way back up to their feet. O'Doyle going for the wrist. Broken. And that was the opportunity Blais needed. And a sweep kick by Blais. Oh! Kick right in the bush!
You even see the reaction again to the left arm. If it's impacting him in something as simple as a kick, you wonder what it's going to do for something like the brainbuster.
O'Doyle should have grabbed one of those legs, I think.
Is Blais really going to try calling for this right now?
He only has one arm.
Yeah, he can't even get that second arm up.
See, can't even hold him.
O'Doyle breaks up. Oh! Running
Night,
knee in the corner. There's 3 other limbs that can provide a lot of offense for Blais. Rolls through. Over the top. Oh, look out. Code red. 1, 2. No. Blais can pop out this offense out of nowhere.
Yeah, but there's not a
Oh, look out. Spine buster right on target.
Spine on the pine. Pin him, Davey.
Shades of Art Anderson there with a picture-perfect spine buster.
You see the word spine and pine rhyme because they are actually like quite similar. The only difference is the S dropped off the spine word, so then it says pine. So it's exactly same sound.
Don't be using those smart, educated words around me.
Don't use your big school people words. You know,
What?
I didn't get my grade 10. That's a low blow.
Is he going?
I only ever saw you in grade 9.
This is Shades out of Clandestine Society with the Batista bomb. If he hits it, it's going to be curtains.
I said I didn't get my grade 10.
Oh, wait.
Idiot.
Blais fights out of it, just raided down these forearms. Uh-oh. Sit out. 1, 2. No! Got him up. Batista bomb! Right on target, that's gotta be it.
Yeah.
1, 2. No!
But you'll notice again, as the PWA heavyweight champion so astutely pointed out earlier, anytime Blais is making a maneuver, he seems to be aiming for that left shoulder. So when he's going down on the Batista bomb, he's angled to the left, really wearing down that shoulder on Michael Richard Blais.
Absolutely, it's just a little harder to kick out.
I also said spine and pine.
You've brought
look
more
at
than
this.
one. You've brought more than one great thing to this commentary.
Got
table
both
champ.
arms of Blais trapped here.
Yeah, my right arm and my left arm.
What is Blais gonna do? He's caught.
Rings of O'Doyle.
Oh, rolls it over. 1, 2. And O'Doyle rolls out of it.
What's he doing here?
What?
Wait, what?
No. This is Blais power here.
No, I still think this
Get
is
back.
O'Doyle's power.
Look at the fire at Blais.
O'Doyle's got him right where he wants him.
I'm not very sure about that.
Oh no.
Oh, what is he?
Oh no.
Fireman's carry. Death Valley driver going up to the top now.
Wait, what?
What? Where's Blais getting this from? Diving elbow. Blais he just has this other gear. What does he got? Well, I know what gear this is. This might be gear 450.
I don't think cards
Yep.
have.
Blais does. If he hits this, it's going to be curtains for O'Doyle.
Human beings don't have beards.
Look out. O'Doyle gets out of the way. Blais rolls through. It gets caught with an avalanche splash there. And a clothesline. And a third.
Just punish him.
He's mauling him like a big old grizzly bear.
There, Davey O'Doyle.
Charging in. Uh-oh.
Oh, with some authority behind it.
A little bit of stank on that shot.
Open hand cuff.
What do we got here? Oh, it's all reversed.
Oh, I thought he held on. No,
Oh, yeah.
Blais held on. Double reversal into.
Can he lock it in?
Can he get him? The sharpshooter.
a cross-leg Boston Crab.
Will O'Doyle tap? Will O'Doyle
No,
tap?
he won't. I guarantee it.
Can he get to the ropes?
I bet you my house.
And he does get to the ropes.
Mike, you owe me your house.
It's an Alberta house. It ain't worth much these days. I think that might have been the last gasp for MRB here because he has got to be absolutely worn out.
Well, what else can you do?
Well,
Like, how else are you going to take out a man that size and that skilled when you're essentially without the use of your left arm?
he's called for the brainbuster again. This is his third attempt at the brainbuster.
Maybe you shouldn't yell for it every time like an idiot.
Well, be it as it may, is he going to be able to get O'Doyle up? No. Oh, and that shoulder right into the ropes. Sends Blais through the ropes. And O'Doyle drags Blais in.
Oh. I don't know if that's going to hurt his face or his arm more, but man, neither's going to feel good.
Well, once again, and now this is in the middle of the ring.
The rings of O'Doyle, aptly named because O'Doyle likes when a woman has a ring on every finger.
Well, all I can say is it's nothing but pain here for Michael Richard Blais. Like, he's too far away from the ropes to get out, and I don't know if he's got the power at this point in the match. The power out of this. He's got to find some way to shift his weight. Get O'Doyle off on his back.
I've lifted weights with Blais before. He does not have the power, most certainly not.
Well, he's definitely got sight here. He's screaming, he's fighting, but he ain't giving up.
Tap out.
I don't know if tap out is in Blais's vocabulary. He's fighting, he's struggling. Can Blais get over to that bottom rope?
No, come on.
O'Doyle doing everything he can, but
No way.
Blais manages to get over to that bottom rope. And you can see the frustration on Davey O'Doyle right now. He was sure that that was going to be it. What's he going to do? Like Mr. Clark, what can he do to finish off Blais at this point here?
Yeah, you gotta do everything for that guy. That guy just won't stop.
Looks like some devious intentions are on Davey O'Doyle's mind here as he perches Blais up on the top rope. Oh, wait. What in the world?
Well, he said you'll see.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's got powerbomb him.
That's what I'm thinking.
Top rope powerbomb.
Are we gonna
do
see-
it?
Oh, my.
A la Mike Awesome.
And if you think this guy had some power behind him without the assistance of the ropes, this is going to be absolutely devastating.
This is Mike Awesome, Chris Candido all over the place here.
Come on, O'Doyle, do it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
He could kill Blais with this move.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Oh, come
Blais fighting out of it.
on. Oh.
It's just about survival right now.
No. Yes.
Both men going back and forth.
Jeez.
What a shot. But O'Doyle returns with these repeated shots. Oh. And a chop to the chest. I don't care how much air you have. That's got to hurt.
It's like getting slapped through a wool sweater.
Oh. But Blais is right back up after getting slammed down. Oh, look out. We got superplex off the top. Both men are down.
Bus people showing their appreciation for this devastation.
I think there's a lot of respect for both men, but hey, wait, what?
Oh, no.
Blais has got that head hook still. He's called for the brain bust. Is he going to hit it this time? Yes! He got it!
Yes,
Is that going to be
this
enough?
call.
Cover! 1, 2, 3, he gets in!
Oh, man.
Yes, I thought you were an unbiased commentator.
Holy S***T.
Michael Richard Blais pulls it right out of the proverbial fire here.
Does Blais have a little buzzer just like the Houston Astros and you're signaling him little moves that Davey O'Doyle's about to do?
It's all on him here. Michael Richard Blais pulls up this victory, but you got to give full credit to Davey O'Doyle in this match.
Well, yeah, and it's not very often that you can say Michael Richard Blais got lucky tonight, but I think you can probably say it about this evening's main event. Yes, MRB showcased why he's one of the best professional wrestlers in Alberta, but Davey O'Doyle not only took him to the limit, he pushed him past him. MRB's basically without the use of his left arm right now, and it took one brain buster that came out of basically a head hook to finish off Davey O'Doyle.
Alberta is blessed with a wide variety of high-quality sports, rich with talented athletes and successful franchises in all levels in any sport. We aim to tell those stories. The Win Column Sports Network was created with one goal in mind, providing professional-level coverage of semi-professional franchises, athletes, and organizations in Edmonton. We believe Edmonton can stand proudly behind our moniker of the City of Champions. This city has been home to multiple AJHL championships, a two-time WCBL semifinalist, numerous WWE-signed independent wrestlers, and many more success stories.
This is Shane, Hurricane Helms.
Hey guys, this is TJ Wilson, aka Tyson Kidd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Almighty Christopher Daniels.
Stories you can only find on the Win Column Sports Network.